Hello, just thought I'd give you an update and tell you, I'm sitting outside, sorry about this, glass is going dark, a little bit about radiation and just an analogy that has come to mind for me. What radiation is, what they actually do is, it's been described to me as a really, really strong X-ray. And what you have to do is they mark you up, like I'm all marked up, and this, you can just see it there. They've just drawn on me with a permanent marker and put stickers on it, and I have them on both sides of my ribs as well, and that has to stay on until I finish treatment, which at this point hopefully is the 21st of February. They line you up under these big machines. They've got these crazy sort of arms, these plates, metal plates that come out and surround you at different times around the chest region, and there's also like this big C-shaped thing that comes over your head, and that's the bit that they rotate around you to basically apply this radiation to the area. One of the side effects that they talk about, and I've seen some pictures of what this can look like down the track, is that you can get anywhere from a little bit pink to bright red, and it's effectively like a really bad sunburn, and you can peel, and so in essence you're burning your skin. And that's not just the breast, that can go right up here, up to the clavicle there, out to the shoulder, right down to below the ribs. And I saw a picture of a lady online the other day who'd had a double mastectomy, and this redness, if you happen to get it, because not everyone does, if you happen to get it, then it can brown off like you've got these brown markings or tan, and it will just stay that way for the rest of your life. So you can get this brown marking as a scar, and hers was literally, you could see the plate where the machine was this big square right across her chest on one side that was permanently a much, much darker brown. So that's one of the side effects, and it's not something that you see on women, and I don't know if not many women get it or not many women talk about it. I went pink the first day, and so fortunately that has settled down again at this point. You can get the sensation like you have been quite badly sunburnt, and I do have a little bit of that, particularly on the nipple. The nipple just feels like it is sunburnt, so or you've got a really aggressive child breastfeeding. So that, we'll see how that goes. Lots of Mugu. Mugu's a moisturiser, for those of you who haven't come across that yet. It's a natural moisturiser, and so you've got to moisturise yourself up, breast, armpit, chest, all of this sort of stuff, 3 to 4 times a day to try and help prevent that. So that's what radiation is, at least for breast cancer. Takes about 10 minutes in under the machine, 10 to 15 minutes. Because it's on the left side, to reduce risk from your heart, you do it while you're holding your breath. So you need to inflate your lungs as much as you can without creating that feeling that you need to sort of wiggle around a bit. So you need to inflate your lungs as much as you can and hold that breath while they do the treatment on the breast to try and help protect your heart. So that's what it is. I've done 3 treatments. I have another 13 standard treatments to go, and then I get 5 intensive treatments. So yeah, we'll check back in during the process. But what I realised today, something I realised, was the emotional or mental impact of having to go in and get under this machine for me. And I liken it to being motion sick. And it's not that you don't get nauseous and stuff, but for those who have ever experienced any form of motion sick, it's like being motion sick in a vehicle or a boat, getting out to be sick, but then knowing you have to get back in to the very thing that made you sick in the first place. And like I said, I'm not getting nauseous or anything from this, but it's that idea that you are willingly subjecting yourself to something that can make you sick. And for me, it's a weird headspace, because you're willingly doing this to yourself when you didn't feel sick in the first place. The breast cancer didn't make me feel sick. I had no signs, no symptoms, and now as part of the treatment, I am willingly subjecting myself to something that may permanently physically scar me and all of those sorts of things. And it's a weird headspace, because I know that if the cancer hadn't been found, it would have killed me. So what I'm doing now is you know, it's one of the options that will help me, you know, that I will survive through. And it's still that weird headspace of you weren't sick before and now what you're doing to prevent it will make you sick. I had the same thing with the brain tumour. I wasn't sick before the brain tumour. I didn't get the headaches. I didn't have anything like that, a little bit of memory loss. But then the surgery to get rid of the brain tumour has caused a lot of changes to my life. A lot of sickness in the early days and memory issues, and even now I'm quite an altered person and my capacity is different. And so it's that sort of thing again. Yes, the brain tumour would have killed me. It was squashing the carotid artery, feeding the brain. So yep, it would have killed me too. So like the breast cancer, had it have gone undetected, it would have drastically shortened my life and certainly would have really damaged the quality of life that I had left. Still this thing that it's an odd sensation to willingly put yourself in harm's way to get better. So I just wanted to share that with you. And yeah, any comments, people who have been through this sort of stuff, you know, I'd be interested to see if other people have felt this same way about their treatments. And don't get me wrong, I'm incredibly grateful. I am incredibly grateful that the brain tumour was found and it could be treated, and that, you know, I was given another chance. I'm incredibly grateful the breast cancer's been found and it can be treated, and now I get another chance. I'm like a cat, I'm on my third life. So incredibly grateful. It's just these feelings that pass through, these thought patterns, these emotional responses to things where you just sort of sit back and go, wow, it's not a place I'd ever thought I'd be in. So there's no reference point for me for these sorts of emotions and how to deal with things. So just wanted to share that with you. Back into treatment 4 tomorrow, and we'll keep touching base. Go well.